How's she going today, guys? Sorry I didn't video any of this, but we just got done preg testing all these girls. 2 of our first time or replacement heifers are open. Unfortunately, the one is Miss 6, who lots of you know who I'm talking about, right there. And then there's 3, I think, of our first time calving mums are potentially shortbred. So yeah, they're unknowns. And then 2 cows that we figured were open are open, so they'll be going to market. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back later. And here you go, guys. Well, we pulled the cast off of Brutus, and you can see he's got some cast sores, and he's been licking at them, the little bugger, and you shouldn't be doing that, but he is. So our vet Curtis, he says if we got some kind of a spray or pine tar and smear it on his leg, that'll taste terrible, the pine tar, and then he won't lick at it so much, and it would help keep flies away too. But it's going to take a few days. He's not 100% healed. It's going to take a few days for him to get his muscle build up on that leg again. And goddamn flies are attacking him right there, right now. That's the spot where the bone protruded through the skin. So his bones are fusing, but they're not fused 100%. He's about 75-80% right now. But he's going to start growing so much here we have to pull the cast. So, anywho, right, little guy. Okay, I got to deal with some heifers in front of the barn, kick them out. So I'll let you guys go, and we'll talk to you all a little bit later. Alrighty, guys. So now that we've got the preg testing stuff all out of the way, and Brutus is all looked after again. Excuse me. So I ordered a new felt to go in the 60, what the fuck was this thing again? 67? 6500 series GMC grain truck. And I ordered stuff like this, what I used on our combine. So it's heat resistant with a felt. And the silver part would go against the hot part of your metal, so the floorboard. This would go against the rubber side. And they been waiting since last week for it. And it's not coming. It finally showed up. Here it is. And I'll probably end up fucking the floor up in this goddamn thing, knowing me. But anywho, the stuff I ordered was exactly like this. The stuff I got is actually more expensive. It's got the silver stuff, the felt, and more silver. It's heat resistant both sides. And sound barrier. It's a doubled up sound barrier and heat resistant. So, I guess that's not a bad thing, right? But now I got one piece of rubber. I'm going to try and do this floor in 3 pieces. So I got one piece here. And we got to cut this sucker out. basically to match, kind of like a so. So I got to cut it out, come down the side, but on that side over there, I actually might give this a turn. Do that. And do this. That way I might get two pieces out of it, right? So I have to measure, kind of, sort of, not overly, but a little. So basically from this point here, coming this way, I have to make this a little, just a hair narrower. On the underside, the silver stuff. In other words, kind of have her, see that? So the felt will drop over the edge of that a little bit, just like that. We got to notch that hole out there. So yeah, that should work just like that right there. Anyway, I want to get to her. I believe I got my knife here someplace. Okay, I lied to you, I don't. I should have, but I don't. It's in the truck somewhere. There it is. So yeah, like kind of come across like this, and then like this, and then that out, this right here, and we should be good to go. Talk to you later. Well, they said it was supposed to rain. She's coming down. I don't know how much we've had so far in the past hour, hour and a half. But we're not supposed to get what Saskatoon is supposed to get. They're in a flood warning right now. Up in the Saskatoon area, they're supposed to get up to like 4 inches. And we're just sitting back watching Andrea Fleming, that fit advocate, and they are really flooded. It's friggin' nuts. Anyway, thankful for the moisture. Catch you all later. Inch and 4/10, almost an inch and a half. I don't know if they're calling for more for today. And I have not talked to my buddies, my friends up in the Saskatoon area. I haven't talked to Shane yet. But in this one, inch and a half. In this one, he's right full, right to the top. That's why I don't like that one. But it's just over inch and a half. See that? He's over an inch and a half. Over 35 mils. About 36 mils. I'm just going to leave him, see if he'll fill up. The lilac trees are sure friggin' fresh this morning. Holy. Anyways, I'm gonna go have more coffee. Talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, how y'all doing now? So, last night I kind of left you, or yesterday, saying how we were working on this floor. And I said I was going to chop it up and make a mess of it, but I don't know if I totally destroyed it or not, but ended up doing this piece in 3 sections, the middle here, and just to get it to wrap over the cowling. I had to cut it, so I had to put a piece underneath, kind of screwed it into the floor. But now I got part of the dash out, and I'll explain that in a minute. But this is what she ended up looking like on this side. And the rubber mat goes all the way, if you can make that out, it goes pretty much all the way up to the top. So it's a lot better than it was. I didn't quite get it in the corner here nice and neat, but I think we'll be okay. Most of the use from this old girl is going to be friggin' chaffy shit constantly. But like I was saying, most of the use on this old girl won't be when it's snowy, wet weather. It's going to be in the fall. Excuse me. In the fall when we're combining. And then a hint in the spring when we need to get seed cleaned or pick seed up. And here, I should have friggin' paid more attention to get this edge, but what it is, it's there. What's done is done. I'm not changing it. So, again, kind of the same thing. Have to cut it so it would wrap around the cowling behind this air box. Got a screw in it here to hold that side in, and that actually pulled this over a little more. But anyways, another screw down here to hold it into the corner. But I think it looks pretty freaking good considering, all in all. Compared to what the floor was, this is 100 times better. Now, what the hell are we doing? Well, the radio in this old girl ain't no hell. It won't hold on the station as you're driving. This old radio, it bounces off station. The speaker is all chewed to hell from mice. So I bought myself a radio to put in her and a couple of speakers. So we're going to upgrade the sound system in the old grain truck. That's the idea. And I think since I'm at it, if I can get this plastic cover off of here without fucking breaking it, which could be a job and a half in its own. But anyway, if I can get that off and clean that up so you can see the numbers better. As you guys can see, it's pretty sun shaded and it's pretty dirty in here. See that? So we'll clean that all up, and we're going to work at getting the radio out and getting that one in. So I'll bring you back in a little while. Alrighty guys, so I took the cover off, and while you could see she's sun-baked, and I don't have the cleaning agents here to get that back perfectly clear, so it'll be what it'll be. We cleaned it up. We got inside the dash here, had this cover, so this black cover actually comes out also. You can see that there, right? So I had it out. Cleaned everything in behind. In behind that black cover, all around the gauges. Hopefully I didn't fuck the gauges up. I don't think that some bitch was working. Somebody's been in here before and they kind of bent this spot right here a little bit, but whatever. Kind of wiped up the dash down here a little bit. I can do a little bit more as time goes here today, but now we're just putting her all back together. We'll get this cover back in place. basically, that's it right there. It's going to suck because it's not real clear, but you know what? It's cleaner than it was, and that'll help, right? Alrighty. Get the screws in there, and then work on that guy there. Later. Alrighty, guys. Well, we got that far. Trying to figure out what fuses work what, and cleaning more shit out from behind the dash. But now I finally got some wiring running, and we got radio that wants to stay on. The only downside is, do that, click on that. That should be FP2, so it's 90.1. You go to an FP3, 98.1. You go back here, 92.7, which is where we had it set. Click that off. Click it back on. This side is the power. It won't keep the memory because I'm running the constant power for it to hold memory to a fuse. And when I go to the fuse panel and you shut your key off, it kills all the freaking power. Which I guess isn't a bad thing, being that the truck will be shut off most of the time. So you just scroll through and fucking find a radio station. You got radio, right? Right. Okay. Now, we got to run our speaker wires under the floor mats, because I want to run those speakers in behind the goddamn seat. So let's get on the ball with that, and then we'll have to figure out how we're going to box those speakers, and we could put the face shield back in the dash. Talk to y'all later. Alrighty, guys, so that stuff is all done over there. Ended up making a speaker box. Just quick, cheap 3/4 inch plywood and a 1 inch slab board. Screwed 4 sides together. A top. I did not put a bottom on it with wood. What I did, this leftover stuff that I had from when we did the combine, this with the foam, I did 2 layers of that in the bottom of the speaker box. The wires are run. Speakers are all in there, attached. The box is just sitting there. Like, literally, it's just sitting there. Now I gotta get this, my winter front box. He goes there. That goes like that. Basically, all that's left now is I got to get my screw here, reattach this screw here, and install the rest of the dash, and we're done. The CP phoned me and said, hey, it's coffee time. So, and it's been raining. It's like a drizzly, misty, almost the whole time I've been in the shop, and it's like 2:30 in the afternoon. We've had this type of rain. So, anywho, we won't be haying anytime soon, I can tell you that much. That's a remnants of making that speaker box, because I didn't have a jigsaw. Ended up using a Sawzall. All this shite. Anywho's, okay. We'll go have a coffee with CP, and I'll bring you guys back when I get back. Talk to you later. Alrighty, guys. Well, there it is. Oh, I gotta put the choke knob back on. Where the hell is that bastard? I know it's in here someplace. There it is. And this guy, he has to go back on there. There, kind of like a so. Back you up a bit there, but everything is back in. The radio is in. It looks all right in there, I think. Hey, the reception in here sucks, so it does nothing when you touch that one, but when you touch that one, that's the on button. And it doesn't hold station. So, but you can hear it. Oh yeah, just rocking out. Woohoo! Yeah, I don't think so. But inside the shop here, I never get reception worth of shit. And that radio is hooked up to the antenna that runs through the windshield of this truck. Anywho's, that's all in. I gotta clean up my mess in here. We got shit everywhere. And that's the speakers right back there. And so this is my armrest slash cup holder. He goes like a so. I think I showed you guys this before. And then the seat belt will hold him in nice and snug so it doesn't slide around anywhere. And my instruction book, he can go in there. So we're good to rock and roll, finally. After fucking around here all day long with this thing. But anywho, there's only one thing really left to do with this old truck. And if I get to it, if it keeps raining for the next few days, maybe I'll play with it. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it. And that's this here. There. That rust hole. Try and patch that fucking rust hole up. So, yeah. And I see the one on the rocker panel on the other side is starting to rot also. But at this point, I ain't going to worry too much about it. So anyway, give us the old thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and fun. Let's get her done. We'll catch y'all later.